Yes.
I can't have podcast.
I can't have podcast. I love that. Wait, I want that. I can't have podcast. That's our merch.
Hello and welcome to Read the Last Page.
A book club.
Yup, Sesh.
We're your two favorite long distance best friends. I'm your host, Dan.
And I'm your host, B. And how are you doing today, Dan?
I'm doing good. We got the sun in my face, but it's okay. It'll get better as the episode goes on. But yeah, I'm doing well because this weekend I finished my semester.
Yes.
Ooh, girl, and it was not without a fight, but but I went down swinging.
Yes.
It was actually so crazy because this entire class has been pretty challenging. There's just been a lot of work and it's been kind of difficult work. It's a tech focused class, if that gives you a hint about what the stuff I was doing. So, but like none of it has been as bad as I had a pretty bad stretch around week 11. And so where I was just like not doing anything other than going to work and doing schoolwork and barely like making food or like going grocery shopping or like taking care of myself. And so I was like, cool, this is so worth it. And then I got to like week 13. So I basically got like 1 week break, and then we had so many like assignments and projects kind of roll in. So these last few weeks have been really intense to the point where like it was just 3 weeks of locking in where like I couldn't even. My friends were like, do you want to like go to see a movie or like hang out or go for a walk after work? And I'm like, I don't have time for any of it. I gotta focus on me right now. And so that's really sucked. But what else has sucked is that like this class has been like really, and I shouldn't talk too poorly on it because like, hey, we're all trying our best. But like this class has been kind of like, it's been one of those classes where you're like, ooh, this is so disorganized to the point where I'm like losing my mind. So like I've had multiple times this semester where it's been like different due dates on different assignment pages on Canvas.
That would stress me out.
Yeah, it was annoying. Like the instructions on the assignment page would say like due February 13th, and then the little setting kind of that like pops up in your calendar would say due February 31st or like 28th or something. And then
and that's like very different,
right? Or like, so, and then 1 week we got like a little kind of like message from her that like every week we usually get like a message and she drops all of our reading links in there. And 1 week she was like, no work this week, happy Thanksgiving. And I was like, that's hey, it's April. Like I was like,
what
shocked. Anyway, so the big thing that happened,
that's so weird.
I know. The big thing that happened though was like Canvas got hacked last week.
Oh, right.
Shout out to all my people also using Canvas and in school because that was fun. My data was stolen. That's totally cool and felt really good for a moment. I told B, we were texting and I was like, my data's being held ransom, and you're like, that's so funny. And I was like, no, but like literally.
No, yeah, I did not. Like, I thought Dan was just saying that as a joke, and then she sent me like
the ransom note.
Picture of the actual ransom note, and I was like, they're like actually
they were
demanding things for your data. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were being serious. It was really scary, but I think we're fine. I don't know. No one's telling me anything.
Right.
But anyway, so what was crazy was a bunch of my assignments got pushed back. Like we got extended a 1 day extension. I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. So everything that was supposed to be due on Saturday got moved to Sunday. And so I was working on everything on Saturday. I was finishing up my final assignment and I was so excited to turn it in. It was like a 5-page paper. I was like, this is so easy, it's fine. And it's like 11 p.m. at night. I go to turn it in. The Canvas page is set so that way I could only insert a link. Like I can't attach a document. I was supposed to write a Word document and there's no way for me to attach a file. It just was offering me like a link insert. I was like, weird. I was like, girl, this is like, I just wanted to go to bed tonight knowing I was done. Like I have Mother's Day in the morning. I don't even know if my professors are going to like answer their email on a Sunday. And I was like, there's no way I'm the first person who's finishing this assignment at 11 p.m. on a Saturday when it's due tomorrow. Yeah. Like I was shocked. Anyway, so I woke up in the morning and I had a bunch of Teams messages from people who like kind of work with me and are also in the program who I've never spoken to before, and they were like, do you know what we do? And I was like, no, like I'm emailing her and I'm just hoping for the best. And then they fixed it, but I was like, this is what I mean. Like I was like the whole semester was like me holding on for dear life. And I was like, I can't submit my final project without something happening.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Anyway,
yeah, I remember when I was in school, like one time I was taking an online class, and to take the test you had to like have a password to get into the test, and then like the day of the test the professor like posted the password. Well, then the password like didn't work, it wouldn't let me in, and so then like I'm emailing her, I'm emailing tech support, someone's wanting to like take control of my mouse remotely, and it like scared me so bad because I was like but what if they're trying to hack me? Like it was just like, but why can't the professor just make a password that works? Like I just don't understand. Like
it's so interesting the way I really don't think a lot of people, like instructors on Canvas, know how to work Canvas. Like I'm just like it's sometimes difficult, and I mean I'm not trying to like shame any instructors out there. It's hard, girl, I get it, but like sometimes it's difficult to be a student and be expected of certain things, but then like you're constantly giving instructors leniency in like certain departments where I'm just like, I'm expected to get this to you completely accessible through the site, and you can't even give me instructions that are accessible through the site. Like it makes me feel crazy sometimes, but it's all
or
good.
like when you're expected to do like, you know, a recurring assignment every week, and then their syllabus says that they're going to be grading said assignment, like you turn it in on Friday, the grade for it will be posted by the next Wednesday, and then like the professor is way behind on grading all these assignments, and you're like, so how do I know if I'm like following the criteria the right way? And like it's like, how come I have to uphold my end but you don't have to uphold yours?
I'm like, I've had instructors before when we have like complained about specific things, like maybe like grades not being kept up with, or like updating the Canvas page so it kind of makes sense or whatever, and they'll be like, hey guys, thanks for letting me know I fixed that. Just a reminder, like this isn't my only job. Yeah, girl, this isn't my only job either.
Literally
shocked. I was shocked at that. Like I've had people make those kinds of comments to me as a student. I'm like, the only difference here is you're getting paid to do this and I'm paying you. Like it's like, actually I feel like you're held to a higher standard than I am right now.
Right. Literally.
I don't know. Sorry. And again, not to shame, but like it's okay. It's all we're gonna survive. It's just like it was a painful semester, and I had to get something off my chest.
No, and that's totally valid.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that class is over, because honestly I feel like we've both had a lot going on this spring.
Yes.
And like
we've neglected the podcast.
We haven't yapped. We haven't had a yap sesh in like months. And sometimes it's been partly because of like Dan's class and also stuff in my life as well. Like we're kind of for some of the yaps we've been like, so like do you like want to do it? Like do you have time?
Can we like skip her this week? Like, yeah, true.
We're both like so relieved when the other person is like, yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, I'm also in the trenches, so don't worry.
Because my eye, if you guys have been listening along, ends up, it wasn't just a scratch on my cornea, it's a corneal cyst. So the eye doctor, I finally got into my appointment after lots and lots of struggle, and my doctor was like, you're so extremely lucky, like that this isn't worse, and like, oh my gosh, like the way he was reacting, how shocked he seemed that I was like, it felt like he was shocked that I wasn't blind or something. That like I hadn't lost my vision in my eye. Scared me so bad. I literally like just started sobbing in front of him, and it was like, it felt so embarrassing.
I mean, I hope that made him reconsider his bedside manner for a moment at least. So
then I had to come back the next day because I had to start taking eye drops every hour.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
And when I came back the next day, he looked at my eye again and he said, "This is looking really good. Like, I can tell that it's healing. You're going to keep doing the eye drops." And then I'm like coming back again in a week from that appointment. But anyways, that second day, he was like, "I didn't want to tell you this yesterday, but back when I was in my residency in the 80s, like, patients that had what you had, like, would have been rushed to the hospital, like, immediately." I was like, "I'm so glad you didn't tell me that."
That is not applicable to modern day healthcare. Why would you even say that?
He said, like, yeah, like, before, like, all the new, like, antibiotics and stuff. Because basically it's, like, my eye drops and my eye ointment. It's, like, antibiotics that are, like, healing it. I don't know. But I'm like, right, like, I'm really glad you didn't tell me that because I was already crying just based on you not telling me that. But then, like, I was much more, like, relaxed the second day and hearing that it was healing and stuff. And he was like, he said, like, "Don't worry, like, you are getting healed, like, you're going to be fine," which was a relief. But yeah, so my eye has been causing me a lot of issues for the past, like, almost 2 months, like, month and a half. So that's also been what's kept us from the pod. But yeah, life.
Do you know how you could have gotten a cyst? Like, that seems crazy.
So I don't know. Like, I don't know how much I explained of this before. So sorry if I'm, like, repeating myself to the audience. But there was just one night where I was just, like, rubbing my eye because it just, like, felt like something was in my eye. Like, didn't feel like anything major, but I'm just like, rub. I'm, like, looking in the mirror. Didn't really know what was going on. But I was like, whatever, and I just went to bed. And then when I woke up the next day, I had, like, extreme pain and extreme sensitivity to light in the one eye. Basically, like, kept my eyes closed the whole day because I just, like, couldn't open them. And the pain, like, subsided over the next couple days, but I was still, like, so sensitive to light. Like, when you flip the lights on, when you're in the dark and you flip the lights on and your eyes, like, can't adjust. Yeah. That's just how my one eye felt all the time for, like, a few weeks. So yeah, it made my daily life, like, really difficult, and I was getting headaches, like, all the time. But I think maybe, and I'm no expert and no doctor, like, maybe it was a scratch and then, like, I wasn't treating it. I tried going to urgent care. They told me I had pink eye, which was not true. And, like, I was getting, like, some antibiotics, but I think not the right ones. It was like this whole thing of trying to get into an ophthalmologist. But anyways, I had a whole bunch of dance rehearsals, which, like, I haven't had rehearsals for, like, months and months and months. And then, of course, the 1 month that I'm having eye problems is the month that I have, like, rehearsal for, like, 3 different things. And so I was wearing my contacts a lot, and, like, my contacts were really irritating my eye. So I think maybe it, like, got, like, infected and got worse because I was, like, putting contacts in and out of my eye so much. Because it hurt so bad to put them in, which should have been a sign to me to not put them in. But I just, like, didn't really... It's like, I just, like, was going to, 3-4 hours of dancing. Like, I just would prefer to have my contacts in. But then, like, I had a performance this one night and I was at my nannying job, which shout out to my coworker at my theater job. He had this shirt made for me. That is so cute. Cool. It says "Cool Nanny" if you aren't watching. That's cute. But I was at my nannying job and I was like, I was gonna perform after, so I was, like, putting my contacts in and doing my makeup, and I, like, put all my mascara on, and my eye was just like I wasn't, like, crying, but it was just, like, leaking tears just because of how irritated it was. And they were, like, black because of the mascara. And I, like, my nanny kids were like, "Oh,
you're scaring us."
Yeah, like, I was like, I like to play, and I was like, "Ooh, scary nanny's gonna come get you." But, like, after that night, after the show, the next like show that I was in and rehearsals I was doing, like I just wore my old glasses instead because I was like, obviously the contacts are not good for me.
Yeah.
So then I like for the past like at least 2 weeks, if not longer, maybe almost 3, I like haven't worn contacts. And just anytime I go to the gym or go to dance class, I'm just like wearing my glasses. So I think, and then that's when my eye started to feel like it was actually like starting to heal even without the intervention. So anyways, I mean, I don't know, but maybe I did scratch it, but then I irritated it like extremely by continuing to like put contacts on it. So yeah.
That sucks.
But it's just like hard because I just am new to having my own personal health insurance and not being on my parents and not having like a network of doctors that I'm already familiar with. Yeah. So then like trying to find a doctor here, like I've never had to go to an ophthalmologist before. It's like different than the optometrist, like for vision, for like glasses, you know? So like I didn't really know how to find it. It was literally a month and a half of trying to get into the right doctor, and thankfully I finally went. So I should be on the up and up now, but it's been tough.
I can't imagine. That sounds really awful.
Yeah. And like next month I'm doing like my ballet like RA job. Oh yeah. And so I'm like hoping that it's healed by then, because like I'll be wanting to dance like, 6 days a week. Yeah. And I can do it in my glasses. It's just I prefer it in my contacts. Yeah. But he said like that first day he was like, no contacts, and I was like, oh okay, like yeah. He was like, but don't worry, like we're gonna get you back in them. So hopefully that's coming soon. But
oh man, yes, you haven't been able to wear contacts since you went to the ophthalmologist.
Yeah. That's well crazy. Yeah, even before then, because since that 1 week I realized like okay, I need to yikes. Yeah. But luckily I have my these are like my newer pair of glasses, and like my older pair are the same prescription, and they hug my face a little bit more. Like if I tried to dance in these, they would probably fly off, but the other ones, they like stay on my face more. So it's nice I can have like my like sweaty exercise glasses and then like my nice
keep
glasses.
Keep them different. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, yeah, crazy times. Like truly, can we get a break? Can your girls get a break? I don't know. So that's all to say. Sorry, we've been MIA. Welcome back to the Yap Sesh.
Welcome back.
We kind of had like really great timing as far as like wanting to return to a Yap Sesh, because you guys, guess what? We're turning 2. It's our 2nd birthday. Yeah. We're toddlers.
Is that crazy?
That's so cute. It really is like, I genuinely can't believe it's been 2 years since starting our podcast.
Like, the terrible twos.
The terrible twos. That can be, that's actually so slay. Wait, I love that. We should pick really bad books.
We've had some in the past.
We've had some accidentally. So yeah.
No, but it's crazy because like, every now and then the podcast comes up in a conversation, like where I tell someone like, oh, I do a podcast, and now it's like when people ask how long we've been doing it, it's like 2 years. Like that's like, that's an institution. That's something legit.
I'm genuinely surprised we're still kicking. Like I'm not surprised that like, well, first of all, we're earth signs, we commit, but like it's like it is just interesting. Like I was like, oh, this is like a fun thing, and it could for sure crash and burn within like 5 months. Right. But no, we are still here. Yeah. I love it. It is kind of like, it's become really actually essential to like the friendship of it all. Because we truly are long distance, you guys. Like it's like New York and Missouri, very different. And so it's like low-key, I've noticed, especially during the Yap Sesh skips, like I'm like, this is like a really like fundamental time for us to just chat and communicate.
Yeah.
So it's important. It's keeping the friendship like fresh.
Yeah, it really is. And it's like nice to know that I feel like it's like we have scheduled hangout time.
I know. It's true. Sometimes I'm like, it does feel goofy sometimes telling my friends I can't hang out because I have a podcast to record, but then I'm like, wait, but like literally though, like I'm like with Laura.
Right.
Like, it's like I just have plans with Laura. So it's like,
yeah.
I can't hang out. I've got like other stuff. But
yeah, we need a t-shirt that says like, I have podcast recording. You know, like, I don't know, when I was like growing up, everyone would always have a shirt that says like, I have dance, you know, like,
sure, yes,
you know,
yes,
I have podcast.
I have podcast. I love that. Wait, I want that. I have podcast. That's our merch. Whoever's in our email every day asking us if we want merch, we should actually,
oh my gosh, we're just like waiting for an actual legit email from one of you guys. All we get is like I'm pretty sure AI written messages that are like, we're a company here to help you promote your book. And
yeah, guys,
like, right, so we didn't write a book though, but
that publishing industry is saturated with AI. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's true. It's like every time we get an email, I'm like, person, no. Not today.
No. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, but I have replied to a couple of them like, like, neither of us have written a book, so I think you haven't listened to our show. Like, thanks, but no.
Like, and I love when they go, hi, Reed.
Right,
that's not us. Yeah. No.
So, what's like new in your life since January that we haven't talked about yet? I feel like it's we've done like little yaps at the beginning of our book episodes, but
I think people are mostly aware of the epic highs and lows. Like like my niece is growing. She's so important to me. I love her so much. I saw her yesterday for Mother's Day, which was so fun because it was my little sister's first Mother's Day.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And it was also
and your mom's first grandmother, like,
yes,
Mother's Day as a grandmother.
It was huge. And then it was also my dad's birthday last week, so we like smushed the celebration.
I love this outing.
I know. And it was like I was there and I was like, am I the only one who's like not really celebrating anything?
Oh my god.
Like, I was like, wait and then I was like, am I expected to pay?
Wait. No, but you were celebrating finishing your class.
Yeah,
so.
you're right. At first I was like, maybe I should get the bill, but then my sister picked the most expensive restaurant. I was like, girl, not on my salary. Sorry. Anyway,
it's like, I'll take the side of fries.
I'll have the side salad, please. Thank you. But yeah, it was so exciting. And then like I got to see the baby, and it's so important to see the baby because I never get to see her. And every time she is growing so fast. It's actually insane.
Isn't it crazy? Like when they're like, I feel like under 2, it's just like you blink and all of a sudden they're reaching new milestones.
I know. Well, so like the most fun things that she's been doing recently are like, you know, around month 2, she's turning 4 months the day after this is going to be published. So also our podcast birthday. Anyway, but she like around month 2, she had, wait, is she 4 months now? Wait, she might be 5 months. No, she's 4 months. Sorry. It doesn't matter. Anyway, but month 2, she started like smiling, and I was like, "We're getting fun. It's getting fun." Like, so she loves to smile. Every time we get on FaceTime with her, she's like, "Oh," she's smiling. She is a glutton for that camera, though. I'll be honest. Like, girl, it's crazy because like I have a video. I know you don't have Instagram anymore, but I posted it on my Instagram. And like I was just like holding up my camera like to the side like this, and like she is like, my mom's holding her and she's like, ah, and then she like looks at the camera and she smiles and she looks at me.
She knows.
I was like, girl, how are you aware? Anyway, and
she already knows she's a diva.
She is such a diva, and like she's allowed to be, but like I'm like wait, but she's gonna be like the only, you know, like the only kid for a while, and so
Yeah.
I'm like, we got to make sure she doesn't get a big head.
You know,
she can't give only child. With peace and love, guys. With peace and love.
Seth in his family, like he was the only grandchild like on that side of the family for 18 years.
Wow, that's a huge change.
Yeah, he has a couple young cousins now. But I'm like, it's just so interesting because it's just like so different from my perspective of being like
so many
one
relatives.
Of the babies of many. Like by the time it got to me, it's like everyone's over.
Yeah,
not really too, like my family loves me, but like, you know, it's just like I'm like wasn't like baby as like doted upon, and like you know, I didn't have as many albums of me as like my older sisters or my older cousins, you know. Which is fine.
That's valid.
I'm loved, everybody, but
well, now that I know that Seth is an only child, I retract my statement. I just don't know many only children. I don't want her to be the derogatory only child.
No.
There are derogatory middle children also. As a middle kid, I'll throw that out there. I understand. But
he's not like a only child, so
he's very anti, I would say, only child. Like I wouldn't have guessed he was an only child. I would have thought he was like older brother, even maybe middle sibling.
Oh, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of cute and sweet.
That's kind of the vibe he gave me. But,
when my nephews met him, one of them said, like, my nephew who's like 5 or something, he was like, oh, like I kind of expected him to look more like a grandpa. I was like, why? I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, why would you think that like my boyfriend at the time
be a grandpa
would look like a grandpa? And he was like, I don't really know. I was like, okay. Like, sure.
Right, obsessed with that.
The minds of children, like, what are they thinking of?
It's like I think their brains are going so fast. Sometimes they just like, I don't have time to like think that through.
Yeah. It's just funny because I was thinking like maybe he's just like, oh, like my Aunt Laura and she's grown up and so she's gonna have like a grown old man, but it's like I'm younger than your mom. Like
yeah, like it's true. Maybe it's just like they don't understand, they can't comprehend things. Like I know my roommate's nephews are always really confused about where she lives.
Right.
And like who I am. Like they're really confused at the concept of me, and I'm like yeah, I just live here too. Like it's not that complicated. But like I think maybe it is kind of like, yeah, they don't know too many men your age perhaps, and that's just like the closest thing they can think of is like an older man. Yeah, and they're like, oh, he's young. It's like, yeah. Yeah, man. That's funny.
Yeah. We have a family trip this summer. Oh. And Seth is invited, and it's all my sisters and like all the husbands and my fiance and all the nieces and nephews and my mom and dad and my grandma, and like we're gonna stay at a big like Airbnb together. And yeah, I'm just like excited. Well, my nieces and nephews from Texas haven't met him yet. But I just love seeing like the interactions, you know, all the little cousins together, plus like all their aunts and uncles. Like it's just fun.
It's so fun. Yeah, like just so many different personalities.
Yeah,
running around. Ooh, that's so exciting.
Yeah,
that's a fun place.
Like, so I'm so excited like for Seth to see like kitschy like
this is Missouri culture, bro. Like you don't even understand.
This is like Missouri tourism. Like,
yes. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun.
Should be good. I'm trying to think what else is new in my life. Oh, as Dan said, I deleted Instagram.
You did. You're on like a social media cleanse, and sometimes I'm like really sad about it, and other times I'm like, she's on her journey and she's healing, and I'm really.
This is how I'm feeling, like the Cynthia like
a Revo meme.
This is how I feel all the time now.
Yeah.
And I haven't had the Twitter app for months and months, maybe even a year or two.
Yeah.
But I was always logged in on my Safari. But I logged out. I also sometimes I have Facebook on my phone. But like I took that off too.
TikTok? No TikTok? Well, you pop on sometimes.
I've had TikTok off. Yeah, I don't even know. I would say for the past close to a year, like I'll just like delete TikTok. I usually have it off my phone. I'll just re-download it to post, and I'll like keep it for a day in case anyone likes or comments, and then I like delete it again. It's been so nice. My screen time is way down.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I'm living my life more, and I'm also just like not feeling the woes of comparison.
Yeah.
And like the jealousy and resentment that I can feel.
Yeah.
Just mostly with like my dance career. Like I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I've had. But there is more that I wish that I could have done by age 27 that I like haven't achieved, and it can just be really hard for me to watch like my peers. It feels like, you know, like continually have success when I feel like I'm not having that, and I don't really like feeling resentment towards like the people that like I am around, like, you know, when I go to like dance class, or people that I grew up with from our hometown doing, you know, like just whoever it may be. I don't really like feeling those feelings, because I don't like feeling negative things like about other people, and I also don't like the negative things that it makes me feel about myself. So I was just like, you know what, like something's got to give, and I just have to get off. And it's like, I honestly, like, for a while I've considered deleting Instagram, but like I always said, like, oh, if I wasn't a dancer, I would just delete it, because I feel like one of the main reasons that I keep it is because that's where I find a lot of like auditions, or just like classes that I want to take in the city, or just like random like choreography opportunities. Like it's where I find a lot of dance stuff to like go to and be a part of or audition for, and it definitely is a tool in this like day and age for performers. Like it definitely is a business tool. And so I have just felt like, well, I can't delete Instagram, because then I'm not like utilizing this resource that I have, which I think is true. But at some point I just realized that the negatives of it were largely outweighing the positives. And it's like, I don't want my dance career or my relationship with dance to have to include being open to Instagram. Like, and if that's like, if being majorly present online is what is gonna make me become like successful in the ways that I think I want, like if that's the only way to do it, then like maybe I just don't want it that badly. Like,
ooh, yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm trying for the next, I don't know, however many months, just like seeing how my dance life is without it. And if you guys see me posting, like it's very likely that I will like download, post for a couple days, take it off. Like with like my RA job this summer, like I'm gonna have my cute little ballet outfits. I might want to put some on my Instagram story.
Yeah, girl.
But then just like delete it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't delete my account or anything. I don't think Instagram is like the worst thing in the world, but it's just like it has been causing me a lot of detriment. So yeah,
I think that's like healthy. Like I stepped away from Instagram a few years ago, but when I say that, I just stepped away from my main Instagram because I really
right
I hated seeing it. I when I did it, it was when I was job searching, and I didn't like where I was at because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I felt really stupid because I had just like spent so much time in college, and I was like, you would have think like who'd have thunk that I would have no idea what I still want to do after 4 years of giving, like I've been given that time to figure it out. And I was doing the same exact thing where I was like doing so much comparison. So like I totally understand the desire to like go off the grid. And it's like Instagram kind of is the worst for that specifically. Like I think Twitter and TikTok is just like a lot of brain rot takes that can kind of poison you. And so like as much as I love Twitter and TikTok, I'm like, girl, like I gotta go. But like Instagram is like everyone's doing something beautiful with their life, it seems like. And if you're feeling insecure about, or not insecure, but like if you're not feeling the same type of like excitement to share your own news like that all the time, it's it's awful. But also, like everyone's only posting things that like are exciting about their lives. Like no one's posting like cried in my bed today for 5 hours because I'm so depressed I can't get up. I would. I mean, I am on my spam account.
Well, but that, but it's like, and then it's like because I felt the necessity to keep Instagram for like dance business purposes, then it invites the mindless doom scrolling. So it's like I can't, like I wish I could just like have enough self-control or willpower to just like not scroll on like reels, but I just don't. And if Instagram's there and I'm looking at it for dance stuff, like inevitably I'm just gonna look at a million billion other things and realize that I just spent like an hour like, you know. So it was like a not like I don't think like a double-edged sword is the right phrase here, but it's like two birds were being I don't know, two birds were killed with one stone. two negative things were happening. Or like one thing was slippery sloping into the other, I guess. I don't know.
We landed somewhere and I'm going to agree with that metaphor. I think that's correct.
Like I haven't really like missed it.
Good.
When I first deleted it, like my hands wanted to like swipe over and click where my app was, you know?
Which like it doesn't that make you feel like actually crazy? Like I'm like, oh, I forgot that like phone addiction is like truly a thing.
So, but I feel like, you know, and I still have tons of screen time. I'm always watching stuff on
what
YouTube.
Are you doing? Like you're on YouTube Shorts right now? Or are you like,
no. Okay. Like I watch like on my laptop or on my screen, like my big screen. I'll watch like YouTube or you know, my Legend of Zelda videos. Or my streamers.
That's good. That feels like this sounds horrible, but like more interaction at least with like it's like you're
especially when it's the live streams.
The
Twitch streamers.
Like that's fine. That's fine.
But my sort of my killing time like on the subway when I'm not, if I could like sit down and open a book, like that's great, but a lot of times I'm standing, it's just not like feasible to open a book.
Valid.
Is I've been playing chess on Duolingo.
Duolingo? Wait, Duolingo? You can learn chess on Duolingo?
Yeah, you can.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, which one of my nanny kids taught me chess. And then I was on Duolingo because I was like doing my Spanish and I saw that you can do chess on there. And I was like, oh, like I should do this so I can practice and get good. And then I realized that like you don't even have to do like lessons. You can just like play like the Duolingo character, or you can play real people. So that's what my like screen time has been.
Wait, that's so interesting. Okay, when I was younger, my sister and I taught ourselves how to play chess, like age 7 and 8. I actually have no idea. And I just lost the skill. I don't even know how Michaela, like, okay, so Michaela was the classic older sister where it's just like we were so close in age. I was like, everything she did, I was like, what? Like, I was so obsessed with what she had to tell me that I got into like One Direction because of Michaela. So like her impact. But like she was always like figuring things out and like just like learning stuff and trying to teach me. So like I don't know how she figured out chess, but she taught me chess. And we had this like gorgeous glass chessboard that my parents bought us for Christmas one year. It was so beautiful and it was so chic. Like I was like, imagine walking to the room and your 8 and 9-year-old are playing chess.
The glass chess clinking.
Ooh, but yeah, no, I want to get it back into it. That's like such a chic hobby.
So actually, Seth taught me on our very first date
how to play chess.
Yeah, because we were just, I don't know why, like we were texting before like our first date, and I don't know, he said something about playing games, and so then I mentioned board games, and he was like, oh yeah, I meant video games. But he was like, but the board games that I play are like this, and he said chess, and I was like, oh, like I've always wanted to learn. And so then on our first date, he brought, like, he has this little pocket chest that just fits right in your pocket and then opens up and all the pieces are in it. Oh, and they're like magnetic, so you don't lose them. So he actually is the one who taught me, but I mean, we basically just set up the pieces, and he kind of said, okay, this is how they all move. And then we just like kind of played. We didn't even finish.
Yeah.
But then like my nanny kid, he's in kindergarten, by the way. But he is like in the chess club at his school and like knows how to play. And so, but yeah, so it's been fun to learn. It's honestly not as like hard as I thought it would be. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know, when you're a kid, like it's like, oh, your mind is like so big if you know how to play chess, which is like, it's true. Like that's true to an extent if you're like really good at it. Yeah. But it's like anybody can learn, anybody can play.
It's true. Yeah. Like it's like as long I think it's just because there's so many different pieces and there's so many different rules for each piece. Like it's like the thing that it gets compared to obviously is like checkers, which checkers is just like you move wherever, it's fine. Right. But like chess is like specific pawns and pieces do specific things. But yeah, you're right. It's probably like because when you get into the actual competitive chess of it all, strategy is huge.
Right. That's the thing is like there's so many strategies and like different techniques to like learn and memorize and get good at. And like when I play, I'm just moving, like I can kind of think like maybe 2 or 3 steps ahead. But that's it. And like sometimes I play and like my little nanny kid, he's like, oh, that's a really bad move. Oh my gosh.
Red for filth. Oh my gosh.
Or like I will get kind of like, I'll get like too excited about like just capturing pieces, and like the point is to checkmate the king, right? But I'm like, ooh, capture. And he's like, you need to think about checkmating, not just capturing.
Right.
Okay,
like girl, get my king alone.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like that's been like a more mind sharpening use of my time.
That's great.
Scrolling Twitter on the subway.
That's great. Honestly, like I feel like I need to invest in some games that are good for my like build memory or like use my brain more, because like I feel like I've been like really like distracted lately. I mean, I think I always have been distracted, but like I think it's gotten worse when I go through like times of like hard anxiety, like this past semester, I genuinely feel like my brain like just like starts like blocking out things, or like I go into like auto mode or something. Autopilot, thank you. I wanted to say auto drive. I was like, what the heck does that mean? It's not a Waymo, like it's fine. but yeah, so like I've noticed that like this is really bad, but yesterday I drove back home to Kansas City, and on my way home I keep getting like really weirdly disoriented. And so I almost not only ran through a red light where a car was going 50 miles per hour, fun fact, but I almost turned down a street that was one way where that car was coming.
Oh my god!
Because I got so disoriented. I was like, I thought that like the light was green and that like that was the street I could turn onto.
Yeah, that's like scary.
Like, yeah, and it keeps happening. So I'm like a little, and I keep telling my mom, and she's like, "You're fine." I'm like, I don't know, Mom. My mom's like, I told my mom that the other day because I'm also like getting a bit of vertigo. I actually do think something's wrong and I got to figure it out. But like,
yeah,
she was like, her advice was like, how much steak do you eat?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, would you believe none?
you do got to keep your iron up. That's true.
I know. I do think like, because I've been saying I've been feeling like really dizzy lately or lightheaded. And like it probably is my protein and iron intake or something, but like and I'm hoping that the disorientation is probably also from that, but like I don't know. I do think though it's like I'm doing things like I'm going to work and like forgetting my laptop at home and having to like come back and grab it. So I'm like, I do think something's up with my memory.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
well, it sounded like some sort of like brain fog, which like I feel like can sometimes be like diet, like what you're eating, like
right,
if it's like keeping you like alert in the right ways. I don't know.
I do think it's diet, 'cause like I said, I really neglected my diet over the past few weeks, where like if I was eating, I was like, that's fine. Like doesn't care if it's a carb or like a fruit, like it's just whatever is going in my body is going in my body. But also it's like, you know, when you get anxious or depressed, your brain dissociates anyway. And so like I think that's probably also what's happening. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, Sudoku, Tetris, like what can I do? Like I downloaded Clue on my Switch and I've been going crazy with Clue. I'm like, it's so fun.
Wait. Yeah, I need to get that.
Wait, we can play together.
Please, let's do it.
Okay. Love that. But yeah, it's so fun. I love Clue.
I remember like I remember when I was in 4th grade, we were having like I don't know, we were all playing board games in the class. I don't know why. But I was playing Clue, and you know, my family, we take our board games seriously, so like I had good strategy. I was ready to go, but then someone on like their first turn guessed 3 things and everybody said no, and then whoever it was like and so then I was like, okay, so then on my turn I just went and guessed exactly what they said. Because then it was right, because they just like totally gave it away by being like, they were like, really, no one has any of those? I was like, come on. I was like, I'm just gonna take a chance.
Wait, so people were lying, or like
no, like imagine you asked like Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick or whatever, and then you asked that and everyone went around and said they don't have any of those. That means that's what it is. Like if you don't have those cards and nobody else has those cards.
Yes. Okay, so they understood the game wrong. I see.
Like they got lucky and just happened to ask, like accuse exactly what was in the little envelope. Yes. And then they gave it away by being like, no one has any of those.
Right. Yes.
And I was like, okay, so that must be the answer. Because then that told me that person also didn't have those cards. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So then the game was over so fast, and I was like, I wanted to flex my actual like note-taking skills and figuring it out, but
I wanted to like Sherlock Holmes this, like
right.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, well, but honestly though, if you did that, I would have been like, wait, that was really good. I would have been like, oh, you got me. But yeah.
I love games.
I love games a lot. And I didn't come from a gaming family, so I mean, I did with categories. The way I was sitting my mom down every Friday for categories, I was like, we're taking this seriously. I gotta see if Switch has categories. Oh my god, I would go crazy if Switch categories.
I bet.
I would go crazy for all these categories.
I would pay like any amount of money for a complete Pixie Hollow remake on the Switch.
That is so, and that I feel like is doable. The fan base would be there.
Like $500, I'd be like, yeah, put it in the budget.
That's valid. Yeah, like actually $500 into you'd be like worth it, worth every penny. Like,
right,
that,
like
I actually expect nothing less.
Like, I would get my money's worth. That's the thing.
It would, I wonder, I mean, like, you could do it. It just would have to be, like, yeah, open world concept, which I don't know how. I don't play a lot of Switch games that have open world, but, like,
honestly, if it was just exactly like the website.
Yeah, which is
just
open
somehow,
world.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, like you can meet people who were.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like online. Basically.
Yeah. Like you can meet anybody from anywhere. You're just going on a server.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like they could make it, and it could be like $100, or like I feel like a lot of games are like $70.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. That's in my budget. Absolutely. It was in my budget as a 5th grader. Like,
yes.
It was like what, $20 for a membership for the whole year. I was finding that money, like.
You were like, I'll mow a lawn. I'll do it. Yeah, that's actually, I forgot they even had memberships like that. That's so funny. I would pay good money for Zoo Tycoon, but like they don't make a Zoo Tycoon for a Mac computer. They just do it for Windows.
Yeah.
So annoying, but it's fine. So like, I mean, one of these days my Mac will break. And then I will be getting a Windows computer most likely because
really?
I can't shell out money again for this. Like,
yeah.
Like the only reason why I got it was because I was like in broadcasting in high school and I needed a Mac computer to run Final Cut Pro.
Wow, you still have your high school?
No. So what happened was I had a computer in high school, and then when I went to college I had to get a new one because that one was running on fumes.
Right.
And so I got a new one, and my college had like a pretty good deal on Macs, and at that time I was also going to journalism, and they required Macs for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I got a Mac again, and then by the time like that computer broke because it was either like something happened where it was in my backpack, and then I opened it up one day, and then like the screen was just not working, and I was like, oh
yeah,
I think I might have knocked this into something.
Right.
And so then I got a new one, and at that point I was just like, well, I've been on this game for life. Like it's like I feel like I need to keep
how
going.
to use it.
Yeah, but now it's like now that I don't have the nice, lovely student. Well, maybe I could actually. I probably could have the student discount if I go to a school again. But if I didn't have student discount and like a nice like pay by month plan, I would just get a Windows that was more affordable. Probably.
But maybe there is a student discount for a Windows, and it's even more affordable.
That's true. I mean, I do love a Mac because it's so easy with the phone. But that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Those little sneaky corporations. Like
the way that I send things quickly to myself is either if I have Facebook on my phone, then I'll just go to Facebook Messenger to like send pictures or links or whatever and I just send it to myself. If I don't have Facebook downloaded, then I get on Discord, and like Seth lets me just send like we have a direct message. Of course, we never talk on there. It's just me sending like our like read the last page like cover pictures that I like send to my laptop so that I can like put them on the YouTube.
That's so fabulous.
Yeah, since like I don't have like a direct like phone to laptop line, that's my direct way, because I have like the Discord app or whatever on here. And Facebook takes 2 seconds to log into, so to me it's like quicker than email.
Facebook?
Like, I don't know. Well, just like, I don't know. Facebook and Discord, since it's just like sending like it's just like a message as opposed to, I don't know. Something like about the email where it's like, you have to open the email, type in the thing, type in the what's the subject, pick the photo.
It's like,
oh my
gosh. No one ever wants to discuss how email is a disaster for personal use, and nobody would use emails for personal use. It's all work. It's all work. And that's why I'm anti-email. Sorry. I feel I hate you, email. But
I made a new email address for all my wedding things.
Yes, you mentioned this.
Laura, well, I guess I shouldn't say on the podcast. I don't want people emailing me.
It's like, email this account. Actually, no. No one's emailing Read the Last Page. Like, who's gonna be emailing you?
I'll just say, like, it has my future
last name,
my future new last name in it, which like feels like I'm like
a huge step. Yeah. Like you're solidifying what's to come, which is super exciting.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. I guess email would be. What was your first email? Do you remember?
Dancing Lolo.
Classic. That's good. Mine was Papillon Lover 1.
Wait, I knew that. Wait, it's like a type of dog or something.
Yeah, Papillons are like, and with Peace and Love, I loved them, obviously. I was the number one lover of Papillons. It's like those little rat dogs, that like look like, let me see if I can find a photo.
What?
They're really cute, but they're a little ratish.
Like, are they tiny or?
Yeah, they're small dogs.
Oh, okay.
Like this is what they look like. Sorry, wait, are you gonna focus for me?
Oh, wait, okay, they're kind of cute. They have like little fluffy ears.
They're sweet. Yeah. I don't know why I was so obsessed with them. I think it's because Michaela, my older sister, loved Pomeranians to the point of like do or die, and they're like the fluffy small dogs. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I gotta find a breed. So I did Papillon, but we spelled Papillon incorrectly. So
it's like similar but different.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, good luck finding that email because there too many L's and I's are in there. Like I didn't know how to spell Papillon. My bad. I was 7 or 8.
Wow. I think I got my first email address when I was in 6th grade, and I remember. You know what's so funny? I remember like begging my parents, like, please.
Me too.
I wanted to email Carly.
Okay.
And I remember Carly telling me, like, because at that point, some people were getting Facebook, some people were getting phones or iPods, I guess maybe. And like, I was just getting my email address. And I remember Carly saying something or like drawing a picture, something that like, something about like Laura's so behind in technology, like, when everyone else was getting email addresses, Laura's picking up a pencil like, what does this do? Because I was so like,
Carly
I was so
good at like getting to the thing. Like, yeah. How did you get there?
I was like, right. It's like so true. I remember like, whenever we would have sleepovers, like all us girlies in 6th grade, I was like begging you guys to please let me play games on your iPods because like I just didn't have one. No one in my family had one. And like I just wanted to play Cut the Rope so bad.
That's so cute. Wait, I don't remember that. But I do actually think I do. Like sometimes I just got a flash of you like sitting on a couch with like
yeah,
like on the iPod.
I know. Even when I was younger, like more like 3rd, 4th grade, I had a friend. I'd go to her house and I'd beg to play her Nintendo DS to the point where she would hide it when I came over and be like, I lost it. Yeah.
Did you get the hint?
Which, like,
or were you like, wait, but like, can I?
I think she kind of told me. I was like, really? Like, you really lost it? She's like, no, Laura, but I don't want to play. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I feel Laura. Bad. I feel bad that like I was that girl, but like we didn't have any of that at my house.
Yeah. And it's like when everyone's talking about it, I bet there's like it's like when you I just remember being a kid, we didn't have a lot of good snacks at my house, you know this, and going to your house was like, let me in the pantry.
Yeah,
it's like your version of me
getting rainbow just shines.
So it's like everyone else's technology was like my Laura's pantry. So like I get it.
Yeah, that was the thing that my family had, is we did have like, you guys had good snacks,
like the good granola bars, the good cereal. I was loving it. Or like what's great is like the most random snacks too. It would be like, you'd be like, do you want some like turkey and cheese? A plate, and I was like, yes, girl, yes.
Yeah,
I do.
My mom does that all the time. It's like, it's kind of like, it's not really like dinner time, but everyone's a little hungry after lunch. It's like, what about some cheese and crackers though?
So good. Classic.
And she'll cut the cheese from the little block a little pepper jack, a little Colby jack, a little sharp mozzarella, like or sharp cheddar or whatever. Yeah.
I need to be in your house immediately. Wow.
We should see if there's a day.
In the summer?
Actually, there's a small chance that I might go wedding dress shopping one of the days when I'm home. Maybe you could come.
Yeah, wait, that's so crazy. Things are really moving along.
I know. We need to maybe we need to pick a venue and a date, but
yeah, there's so many things.
We're talking about it tomorrow night, but
that's good.
I also was looking at dresses on Etsy, and I'm like, is it crazy if I buy a $120 dress off Etsy?
I don't think there's any rules. I feel like you can just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
If it saves money at the end of the day and you're happy with it, girl, go off.
Yeah.
Truly.
Because, the thing is, I do want to go wedding dress shopping at least once. For the experience of it all. And then you never know, I might find the exact right dress.
Yeah.
But I'm not, opposed to, finding something, on Etsy or even at a thrift store.
Yeah.
I just feel like at a thrift store, your options would be, so limited. I don't know if I'd really find something I like.
Yeah.
But I did find this one dress on Etsy that was, literally, $120. And, it's... I need to, look at the reviews to, make sure it's legit and, good.
Yeah.
But it's, you would send in your measurements, so it'd be, fit to you.
Ooh,
and then it's, even if it didn't fit exactly right, I would have... if I'm only spending that much on the dress, I can afford to go to a seamstress and have it altered, if you
yeah, true.
So
that's so interesting. I didn't even know that people were doing wedding dress sales on Etsy. Very interesting.
Yeah. So just a thought.
Did you ever watch Say Yes to the Dress when you were younger on TLC?
I feel like I've seen a few episodes. Yeah,
my sisters and I used to watch that it was the perfect show to watch at 3 p.m. when you get home and there's nothing else on and you're chowing on something. Oh my gosh, it was it was so good because these poor women would come in and they would be I'm looking for a dress with that's within my budget of $700 to $1,000, and we'd be sitting on that couch cheap. Oh my god, shell out more money because we just want to get to the good dresses. We were okay, you're gonna get a cute little slip dress, satin mermaid dress, whatever. I don't know.
But and it's they say that's their budget, and then they only show them things that are $1,500.
I know, and they're well, I guess I should do it. It's my dream dress. Crazy.
Yeah.
I always wanted when I was younger a ball gown dress, a cupcake dress.
Yeah.
To this day, I think I'd still rock that. So I would
love that.
Yeah.
I would love that on you. I mean,
Thank you.
'cause I feel like I'm so. This is why I need to go shopping, because I need to see, or go to a fitting.
Yeah.
Because the one side of me wants something super simple, classy, demure, just so almost nothing,
Yeah.
Almost nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other part of me wants big Cinderella ball gown.
Yeah.
So I'm I don't know, I need to see how I feel on both ends.
Yeah.
And see what feels when I look in the mirror, which one do I feel I feel prettier in and looks more me,
Yeah, that's so valid. I know. I feel I don't know if you're worried about this at all, but I feel so many people are worried about because even weddings have trends, and so it's I look back at my parents' wedding photos and I'm oh, that feels timeless to me, even though it is chronically trapped in 1996.
Yeah.
My mom's dress is so gorgeous, but even if it has the puffy sleeves, I'm that's beautiful, lovely.
Yeah.
But then it's what if you suffer from like the trends in like the 2010s with like barnyard weddings or something with like cowboy boots or something? No offense to anybody who has that, like truly, but like I'm just like pointing at things that people hate. Me, I'm here for all
or
of
like
it.
mint green and coral, like
sure,
bridesmaids dresses.
Oh my god, I miss the mint green and coral of it all. Wow.
I'm not too worried about looking trendy. Not to say like I'm so different, but like a lot of the stuff that I see, like when I see videos of like, you know, 5 dresses from our collection, I'm just like, oh, and I wouldn't wear any of those.
Right. Valid.
So I'm like, I feel like what I want is actually, I should show you this picture. There's this picture of Sadie Sink at some red carpet, and she's wearing this dress, and it's black. But if I could have that dress in white, like that is what I want. And it looks more like a tea time dress, like more, it's like it hits, you know, it's like below the calf, but above
like
the
an ankle fit kind of.
Like I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm really not into like there's a lot of dresses these days that have like lots of like boning or ribbing like around the corset.
Yeah.
Just not my thing. And I also just don't really like a lot of like lace, especially if the lace underneath is like flesh colors. Like if it's like lace overlaid on the white part, like maybe, but I don't like a corset where like it looks like it's see-through even if it's not. It's just like not really my thing, and I feel like that's a lot of what I see. And I'm also like, I don't know, I don't know what the names of all these dress styles are, so it's hard to say. I can imagine in my head like things I've seen, but
right.
Yeah, but I just like want to feel like I look like myself, and I also want to feel like I can move around and not be like worried about my dress. Like that's one reason like I will not be wearing a strapless dress. A lot of girls like I think strapless can be so beautiful, like, you know, like the collarbones, it just feels so feminine, but I'm like, me personally, like I would just be worried the whole time about my dress like falling down or something.
That's so valid. That's valid.
Yeah, like 2 of my sisters wore strapless dresses and like they look so gorgeous. But I just don't think I could do it personally.
Yeah, and you know what? That's valid. I get it.
Yeah.
To each one's own.
And I like cute little sleeves. Like I think I want like a sleeve on mine, like sort of this length. Obviously not looking like a t-shirt, but you know, like a little puff maybe or something.
A puff moment. I think sleeves are classy. And I think we lost the art of a really good dress sleeve. Especially now, it's like every time I go online to look for a dress, it's like everything's so like strappy. Stuff like that, and I'm like, just give me a sleeve, like a long sleeve, a short sleeve, a midi sleeve. Like,
there's just like so much to think about, and I'm like, it's like scary that like I have to like actually make decisions. Like I actually have to call a venue and like I actually have to like decide and then tell people and then stick to it. Like
no, I don't want to do that. Don't make me do that. Well, but then you also have to like do things like wedding dress shop and then like try wedding cakes. Fun little samplers.
I a few years ago, when would this have been? Like 2023, I think. One of my friends from high school was getting married, and when they were doing like their wedding cake testing, they wanted to get like macaroons, like the little cookies, and they were getting like these trees of them so they could pick like multiple flavors. And I was invited to get to like go over to their house and test with them, so I got to try like all these like delicious macaroons.
Oh my god, my dream date.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so like, I also felt like so special that like I was included in that. So
yeah, it's so kind.
Do you know who that was?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What a crazy time. But yeah, like I loved that though. It was so sweet and awesome. But yeah, so we gotta decide, like, we'll probably do again, guys. No decision has been made, but I'm like, we might do that thing where there's like one small special cake and then there's like Costco cakes in the back. Yeah,
that's valid. Well, we went to a wedding one time, and they had like little bundt cakes for everybody, which was so cute. So good.
We went to that wedding.
Yes.
Yeah,
so cute.
That was good.
I feel like they probably had their own cake, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
We just like had little bundt cakes that we could pick up, and I was like, oh my god, little take home cake.
Yeah, they were so good.
It was great. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, one of my friends, she had like, I think like donuts or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I love when people get creative. Like, I think that's awesome.
It was so yummy.
Yum.
And
yeah.
I've seen people online, like, before I deleted Instagram a couple weeks ago, like someone was saying like, everyone needs to stop thinking they're so different with their wedding desserts. Like, if I'm invited to your wedding and I am not getting cake, like, what was the point of me even coming? Like, I don't want a or I guess cupcake is cake, but like a cookie or a donut or whatever. I'm like, girl, what are we complaining about? Like, I would love
all the
a special dessert. Yeah, like, I don't care.
It is kind of funny. It's like it's like that kind of meme that's going around right now, where it's like me at the birthday party being mad because the birthday person picked out a cake flavor that I didn't like. And it's like, it's true. It's like at our innermost or most inside deep selves, perhaps maybe has some annoyance when something's not what exactly we want. But like, to operate in this world as a person, you have to get over it. Like, sorry, you can't go on TikTok complaining about people trying to save money by giving cookies out at their wedding.
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah, or like, I'm like, the donut was like so different. Like, I loved it. It was so fun and exciting. I don't know.
Yeah, like if someone was feeding me a donut, first of all, I mean, like all wedding food, I'm kind of like expecting bare minimum anyway. Like, because it's like, okay, the chicken or the pork, what do I want? But like, so like, yeah, the dessert, I'm like, girl, what do you have for me? Like, I'll take whatever. Yeah.
I remember that one that we went to together. They had like those food trucks. They were so good.
I was trying to remember. I was like, what the heck did we eat? Yeah, we all picked a food truck. That was awesome.
It was like I think I got like buffalo chicken mac and cheese or something.
That sounds so good. So fun fact about what happened to me today. I didn't sleep very well last night, and so I went around 2 p.m. I was crashing so hard at work. I went to my boss. I said, can I go home? Like, I need to take a nap. And he let me do it. And I came home and I took a nap, and then I woke up at 6:40 and I popped on here. And so I haven't ate food in like maybe I don't even know, a while. And so like hearing that right now, I'm like, where can I find buffalo chicken mac and cheese at 9 o'clock at night?
There's a chicken place like down our block that's called, it's called Yo-Yo Chicken. There's a few locations here, and they opened up like, I want to say like December. Seth and I were actually their first customers.
What? Wait, that's fun.
Yeah.
Did you get anything?
Yeah, we got our meal for free.
Exactly.
What'd you say?
I just asked you. I said, did you get anything? And you said, yeah, we got our meal for free. So you answered my question anyway.
Yes. Cause like we walked in and they were like, we ordered and they're like, okay, like we literally just opened, like you guys are our first customers, like it's gonna take us a minute, so like we're not even gonna make you pay. And we're like, sweet.
Yeah, like actually that's the best thing you could have said to me.
But they have like, it's like a chicken place. Sort of their specialty is like this mac and cheese with like their chicken like chopped up over it with like their special sauce.
Oh,
And it's really good, but it's like a lot, and it's like $14 for the big thing. And like sometimes I'm like, I don't be needing all that, but you can get just a side of mac and cheese for just like $4. And so sometimes if I'm like on my way home and I like don't really know like what I'm gonna have when I get home for dinner, I'm like, let me just stop and get just a side of mac and cheese. And they're always so like, they're like kind of confused, like nothing else. Like they're like, do you need a bag? Do you need like a fork? I'm like, nope. Like,
yeah, I'm not hungry.
Just give me that little to-go container of mac and cheese. And then like when I come home, like I put, you know, like seasonings, I'll put like stuff in it. But it's just so nice. Like $4. Like
I want to do that so badly with the bread that they sell at Raising Cane's. Have you ever been to Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Got the best bread.
Yeah.
And you can order a side of it, but I'm like, I can't just order just $1 of bread from Raising Cane's and just like think that's okay. Charges my card, by the way. Like I'm like, I can't do that, but it's so good, and that's what I would do if I could do that. But you know what?
They just opened one.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, I shouldn't say just. It's been many, many months, but near me over here. And also, best news ever.
What?
They're opening a Taco Bell right off my Subway stop.
Oh, that's like, gonna be crazy for you. That's gonna go hard.
Dreams are coming true. Like, literally, we've been praying for this.
It's like Laura's on the up and up.
Like, for the Laura community, for real. Literally, like, I feel like I've said this on the podcast before, but if you search Taco Bell in Manhattan, you will see like there is a drought from like, I think on the west side there's like a Taco Bell that's like somewhere around like 55th Street.
Yeah.
And then I live up near like the top of Central Park on the west side, and from 55th up on the west side there is no Taco Bells like at all. So it's like, sometimes you just want a little Taco Bell, but you gotta go all the way down like to Midtown, and it's now I can just get it when I literally step off the subway.
That is
coming soon.
Coming soon. That is dangerous, but like will be amazing for you.
And like Kelly and Heidi are both Taco Bell fans. That's
Beautiful.
a Taco Bell fan. Like we are all like, this is a big win for the Upper West Side community.
Literally, you know what's nothing's worse than someone who's a Taco Bell yucker, because I'm like, okay, what are you trying to prove? Like, it's like when the people who are like, doesn't Taco Bell like mess with your stomach? No. I'm pure of heart. Sorry,
you're weak.
Sorry that you're having issues. I'm dealing with it just fine. Yeah. No, we in my apartment, like, we are Taco Bell stans. Beautiful.
So this is like really exciting for us.
My roommate and I have been like, we go through Taco Bell highs and lows, you know. Where like sometimes we're like, we have to get Taco Bell every single day, almost to the point where we're like, we're gonna make ourselves sick on it. And then other times it's like, can't touch Taco Bell for 6 months at least. But we've been in a little bit of a Taco Bell kick, and like those, and I know like you have your hacks for getting like more food for less, which I really respect and appreciate. I go hard with I just need a grilled cheese burrito and I'm happy as a clam. Those things go crazy.
Seth, we love this. I just got one like a few days ago after we went to the gym. I was like, all right,
time for my reward. Literally, like, and it is like a $7 purchase for one burrito, and it's like I could get more food perhaps, but like,
no, but that's enough. Like that's
it fills me up. Like I know a lot of people also like really, like, they'll stack up their Taco Bell order, get a bunch of stuff. I really am like a simple gal. Like, I don't even get a drink. I'm just like, I'm in for one thing, and it will serve me well. And I'm also not somebody who's like, I'm not like a fan of just like the salt, like the regular soft taco or like hard taco. Like, I'm I need like a gourmet feeling. I want something that I can't make at home. So
exactly. It's so good.
Crazy.
Yeah. And did I tell the pod that one time when I was at Taco Bell, I feel like I mentioned this. So again, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I went in one of the ones that's like in Times Square, mind you, one of the busiest locations. And the guy, like, I say my name for my order. this guy comes around who I assume is a manager and is like, oh, like, you're Laura.
Oh no.
He was like, will you like write a review for us? I was like, yes. Okay. And he was like, okay, like, we really need like good reviews, like, are you willing to do that? And I was like, yeah, like, for sure. And then he gave me like a little reward card for like a free taco or something.
Wait, obsessed with that. Wait, that's so funny. I love that. Yeah, it's like, I actually have a really bad habit of like, I will frequent a spot. This happens to me all the time with coffee shops, because I hate making coffee at home. This is where so many expenses go, and it's like my parents get so mad at me for it.
Oh my gosh.
But like, I have to get coffee so many times a week because I'm like,
yeah, I
need it. The people at Dunkin', oh my god. And I try to switch it up. We've got 2 Dunkins in my town. I go boop 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 boop.
That's so funny. And
like, it's like there's one manager who works at both spots, and I'm like,
oh.
So the other day I went there and I'm like, yeah, pick up order for Danielle, and they were like, okay. And I go to the window and he goes, hi, how are you doing? I was like, great. Oh my gosh, and now I'm like, I can't, like, I have to ration out my trips to Dunkin' because it's like the avoidant in me needs to like I need to like not have them know that I'm so a frequent flyer.
If you lived here, you could go to a different Dunkin' like every day for like 2 weeks.
I miss it. New England or like the East Coast. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, no, I mean, I just remember growing up, it's like we had a Dunkin' quite literally on every corner. And my town was not big. My town was smaller than the town we lived in Missouri together. And I'm like, what do you mean I have to like go travel 15 minutes to get to either Dunkin' currently? Like, that would never happen if I was back in Massachusetts. They wouldn't let me down
I remember when I first moved to New York and I was like living in the Airbnb, and I texted you saying like, oh my gosh, like there's Dunkins like everywhere, like, because it made me think of you. Yes. And you were like, oh, every time you see a Dunkin' now, you can think of me. And then I look out my bedroom window and there's a Dunkin' right there. Like, so it's like every day I can look out my window and think of Dan.
There's cathedrals. There's Dan cathedrals everywhere. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've been really into lately? Which is like, I don't know if you even have in New York, a place called Chicken Salad Chick.
I've heard of it. I don't think that they're here. Yeah. I think there's one in our hometown though.
Is your mom a fan perhaps? Have you ever talked to her about it? I feel like she'd love it.
I actually feel like I heard her talking about how the other women her age are always talking about going there.
It's a mom hotspot to the point where it's like my mom was the one who introduced it to me. I remember one location opened up in my town currently, and then one opened up in her town, our hometown. And basically around the same time, and me and my friends were making fun of it because we were like, Chicken Salad Chick, like, first of all, a restaurant that sells chicken salad, I can't. And also the branding is like very 2008, which is kind of charming and like cutesy, but like also easy to make fun of,
right?
But then my mom was like, you have to try it. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then it took me 2 years. And then I finally was like, I went to my roommate in the peak of my freaking out over finals. And I said, I want to go to Chicken Salad Chick so badly. Like, we have to go. And online, it's so cute. You're looking at their menu and everything's like Chicken Salad Katie, or like Jill Pickle, or like, it's so cute, like everything's named after women or something. It's so good. I actually can't recommend it enough. I'm not even a fan of chicken salad, but I was like, get me some crackers. There's the thing I get, basically it's just like buffalo chicken dip essentially.
Oh my god.
A pasta salad on the side. They give you a cookie for free. Girl, I can't get over it. It's so good. You would love.
There's a like a grocery store like right under like the dance studio that I go to all the time, and I recently tried, I've eyed this like chicken salad like on a croissant.
Yes, yum.
For many times, and I finally bought it like a couple weeks ago for the first time, and it was so good. So yeah, I need to get myself to chicken salad chick.
Like, it's so cute. You'd love it. Yeah,
maybe me and my mom will want to go.
Yes. Okay, yeah, next time you're in like our hometown and you're going chicken salad chick, like call me and my mom up.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even kidding, like, for
mom
real.
and daughter date.
Yeah, I think that'd be so fun, actually.
That's actually so sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Will you drive to our hometown? I wish I had a car.
Right, I always forget that, like, you don't have a car. How the tables have turned. Like, I'm the one who needs to drive you around our hometown.
Wait, that is so funny. I love that. But like, switching gears here.
Yeah.
What have you been happy about in the last year of our podcast?
Oh, great question. I think what's been really lovely about the podcast is that it's opening my I guess, like, range, if that's what I can say, of books that I'm picking up. I'm very, like, I know what I like, and I don't want to get outside of the box of things I like, because reading is also something that takes effort. More effort than I think just turning on a movie or like watching new type of TV show. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm someone who I will drag my feet to actually pick up this book that everyone's talking about or like recommending, because it's like outside of my comfort zone. But like, the podcast gives me a really good excuse to try kind of those things out. And also, I think some of the books we pick are like, because like, we'll pick books that are my pick, and then we'll pick books that are your pick, and so a lot of the books that are maybe your picks are books that I have yet to like hear about or like know much about, or like just wouldn't pick up in general without like you recommending. And so I feel like that has been really fun, because like, it's like, sometimes it's nice just to go blindly into a book, and so I feel like that's been a real perk of the book club, and it's keeping me reading even when I'm not reading outside the book club. Like, I'm reading for the book club, which is keeping the mind fresh, and that's important.
I agree.
I
feel like this past year for me also, like, there's been less I guess I would say, like, structured time for me to read. So then, like, I really have to now that I've started my nannying job, there's the kids like to read, so a lot of times, like, we're just all reading our own books, which is awesome, amazing. But before that, like, I was really having to like choose to read, which in the midst of, you know, when I'm feeling down on my dance life or this or that, like, it's like kind of how you were saying before, like, you just like want to be distracted by other things, and it would be hard for me to choose to read. But then, like, knowing that I had like a commitment to our podcast and like a commitment to you, like, as my friend, it's like, I'm like, I don't want to slack on this because, like, I care about Dan, you know. So it's so like, true. I feel like that's something that I've like felt in the past year more so than the first year of our podcast. I feel like the first year it came a little more naturally or easily to me. But this past year has been like more, I don't know, just like more epic highs and lows in my life. That like affect sometimes my desire to read or my available time to read. So like, knowing that it's like, but this is like me and my bestie doing this, it's like, that has been like the thing that has kept the momentum going for me. And then always when we get to actually recording, I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad that we're doing this, you know.
Yeah, me too. That's so true. I think too, because throughout the time that we started this podcast, like, have picked up little tiny book clubs here and there. Like, my friends and I will try to, like, or me and a friend, whoever, will try to be like, oh, we should read this book together, and then like get together and talk about it. Like, just have like a one-off mini book club about something, which I think is so fun. But like, it is so easy to keep pushing back that date if like we get busy. And then ultimately sometimes it ends up where we just never end up reading the book, and it's like, well, that was a fun idea while we had it, but
right.
it's not sustainable. And with the podcast, we put ourselves in a position where it's like, as small as the audience may be, it's like there is a responsibility to a quote unquote audience of it all, or a schedule of it all, where it's like with the Yap sessions, obviously we can be flexible, but like the book club, that's our main incentive for being here and starting the podcast. So it's like, not only are we making sure we're reading, but we're being consistent with how we're reading and when we're uploading. And so being on a tight schedule or timeline has been very good for me.
I agree.
Yeah, because it could get loosey if we didn't keep up with the schedule and the timeline as religiously as we do. I feel like the podcast would be like so disorganized to the point where we probably would have only lasted a few months, but like because of our commitment to that, like it's kind of it's why we're here 2 years later, which is so cute.
And I feel like because both of our schedules have like gotten more constrained, we've been like trying to schedule out recordings like more in advance, and then it's like there's less like you said, like there's less room for pushing back, because it's like if we push it back one more day, we won't have time to record, like because I'm busy or you're busy or something so it's like we have to both like respect each other's time,
for sure,
like, you know what I'm saying, which is that's
true.
That's like a good, I don't know, I like doing that, and I like when we are like committing to, okay, this is when we're gonna record our book club episode or whatever. It's like even today, which like today was just a yap, which obviously we've skipped a few because we needed to, but like you texted like, hey, I have like tonight that we're recording, like, does that still work for you? And I'm like, oh yeah, like I have that written down too, like sounds great, like I'll see you then. It's like, oh yeah, like we both wrote it down, we both care, we both want to do it, you know, like it's just fun.
It's so sweet. And I think so much of it is because of the fact that we are truly long distance friends, and it's like so much of our hangout time is really like this is kind of what we can get, and it's nice having not only the ability to have like yap sessions like this where we can talk about our lives and what's been going on, but also like talk about like media that we're consuming together. Like it feels like we're able to like both episodes that we try to release in a month are like feeding on a different part of our friendship that I like find very valuable and important, and it's like keeping up with that is really, really lovely, and I love it.
And like I know that in the busyness of our lives, like we both, you know, are balancing emails and this and that and texts, even just from friends. And it's like, I mean, we still text each other somewhat consistently, but it's like that can't always be a very not that it's not fulfilling, but like a fully fulfilling way to like keep the friendship alive and meaningful. And so it's like if we weren't like trying to carve out dedicated time to like catch up and talk, then it's like the texting probably wouldn't be enough to feel like we were really there for each other in the way that we want to be as besties of like however many 15 years or whatever, you know.
I know you kind of hate it, but like I'm gonna try to phrase it in a way where like it's like it makes you feel less like you hate it. Could we do like highs and lows of like the books perhaps? Like, like let me, and you can choose multiple, of course.
Okay.
But like book highs and book lows instead of like favorites and least favorites.
Okay. If
that makes you feel better.
Yeah, let me pull out my list here.
Yeah, I might need to pull up like Goodreads.
So what would have been the first one that we read of like this year. Sunrise on the Reaping?
Well, we might have done Crying in H Mart, but I don't know what the
Okay, let's just say Crying in H Mart is like when our second year of podcasting starts.
Okay, yes.
So shall we let me read the books that we've read this year so everyone can be on the same page as us.
Yes.
Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo, Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno, I See You've Called in Dead by John Kenny, The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young, The Mercury 13 by Martha Ackman, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, The Door of No Return by Kwame Alexander, and The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden.
Oh, wow, yeah, then we just did Extraordinary Disappointments.
Oh, yeah. Of Leopold Berry. I haven't written it down yet.
Yes, by Ransom Riggs. But yes, that's the last one.
Okay, I would say like... Okay.
Yes.
Some lows for me would be like, unfortunately, The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo, because I love her other books, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, like, so much.
Yeah.
It's not that this book was like so bad or anything, but it just it didn't live up to how I feel about her other books, and so that felt like a disappointment.
Yeah, I feel that.
Summer of Salt was a low just because like I was just like I didn't get it. Like I didn't get why we were why we wrote this, why we were reading this.
Yes.
I feel like a high for me, like these are sort of like high points for me, as opposed to like the book itself, but like in our year of reading, this was a high, was reading The Mercury 13 into reading Atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that was a high
space theme
of like that we like got this like non-fiction information, and then we read a book that referenced that information. Like that just felt so awesome to me that we did that.
Not only that, but also 2026 has been the year of space for real. Like, because like we, had the shuttle mission, and then also Project Hail Mary, #. So like that's been really fun.
Yeah. And then also like another high for me was reading The Door of No Return with you.
Yeah.
Just because like I'd been wanting you to read that one, and the way that you were saying like you read it and you felt like immediately like you wanted to discuss it with someone, and like we finally got to do that.
Yeah.
And then book wise itself, I think like The Unmaking of June Farrow was a big high for me. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Which I don't know why, but every time you mention how much you like that book, I'm just like, I'm pleasantly surprised, just because I didn't realize how much you intensely liked it.
Yeah, and I own it now. I can't pull it out because it's like under a whole bunch of books. But yeah, I found it somewhere for like really cheap. So, and it's like hardcover. So I was like, I'm gonna own that.
I feel like for some reason the book I associate with you the most in this club is like I See You've Called in Dead.
I had my eye on that one too. I almost said that one too.
And just like I keep feeling like that would be one that you would pick for your favorite.
Yeah, that definitely was like, that definitely has been one of my absolute favorites of the past year, and maybe the podcast in whole.
Do you have like favorite books from the entire podcast that you can think of?
I would have to look. Let me look.
I was just thinking, because I'm like, wait, like low key we just kind of did a favorites of last year,
right?
Our last yap. So I'm like, are we giving any like serious intel currently?
Right. That's why I was trying to like say like moments,
highs. Yeah.
Let me see. So 2024. Well, I would say The Unmaking of June Farrow, Donuts and Other Proclamations of Love by Jared Reck. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. But that, I feel like that's like a different category. But like, you know,
I love.
But yeah, and then I feel like I See You've Called In Dead. And then probably The Door of No Return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those are kind of my tops.
Your tops. I think, well, like, this has been a really good year for us. Actually, like, I feel like with the podcast, there's probably more books than I would like that feel meh for me that we've picked.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
when I'm looking through everything too, I'm like, there's a good chunk of like 5 stars, like books that are like really special to me that we read because of the podcast. Like, I just
Lessons in Chemistry.
I love her. Oh, I love Lessons in Chemistry. Yes. I would say she's a high.
Yeah.
I really liked Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I had been wanting to read that for years. So that felt like a real, like, important kind of moment for me when I read that. I know you didn't like her as much, but I really liked Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, that was like that was the first book I read of 2026, and it was a 5-star book for me. Yeah. And it was a 5-star book for me, and like, I try to be really intentional with like the first books I pick for my year and the last book I pick for my year, just because I kind of wanted to set the tone. And like, that one I kind of like, it was a bit later in January that I finished it, so I kind of stumbled into that accidentally being my last book or first book. And I was just like so happy that I had like a really like intense connection or reaction to a lot of the stuff, and so I was like, what a, like, it was just very like pleasantly surprising for me to like, I was like, I love
it. Started off your space year.
My space year, my year of space. You're so right. But yeah, I would say those would be my highs. My lows, I agree with you about The Familiar, but with Peace and Love to Leigh Bardugo, of course. I think it's just like Leigh Bardugo for me has a certain itch that I'm looking for her to scratch, and like it didn't hit there with The Familiar, but like it still had like the Leigh Bardugoism of it all, and that's always appreciated. So like, it's not a complete loss, but like ones that I just like didn't vibe with. Yeah. In general, Peace and Love, The Starless Sea. With Peace and Love, The Starless Sea. Truly.
I mean, that was like in 2024, but yeah.
Yeah, she's a bit down there. And then like this year, I would say, yeah, probably The Summer of Saul. But like, what's nice about all of them, and maybe this is because I'm glass half full when it comes to like engaging with people's art, but like, there's little things in all of them. Like, none of them are a lost cause for me. Like, I can find things that I appreciated, and so it's like, Summer Assault was cute, but like, yeah, just not what I wanted. It's one of those books where it's like, I can tell when things are like, oh, and I recommended that. And like, I'm like, ooh. Like, I'm just like walking on like rocky terrain, like, hey, is everyone like mad at me or something?
It happens to the best of us.
Do you have one that you can think of where you're like, ooh, and I recommended that? Or like, ooh, when I recommended that?
There's one that there was, you know what I just thought of is when I recommended Water for Elephants, when we did our thing a long time ago, but I feel like there was one. Well, the thing is, I feel like a lot of these you put on the list
and you pick
out, but then like I pick them.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of felt that way about like The Bear and the Nightingale. Like, I feel like from you writing it, I sort of picked it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, which that's what happened with Summer of Salt also.
Yeah.
But so what's nice is like, we do share equal blame, perhaps, because I put it on your radar, but you did ask to read it, and so it's kind of like, yeah, which maybe that's good then. Like yeah, like we're splitting. Like, I feel like we share the wealth in a way.
Yeah.
With like what we're picking.
I think I heard one of my roommates knock on my door. Oh. So I'm going to go see what they
you go do that.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, but I can't think of any other ones because I feel like any of the like not so great ones have been sort of like you wrote on the list but I picked, because you're the one that's like you're writing on the list more than I'm writing on the list. I'm not as good about like updating our like potential reads, so
yeah, like the only good thing that comes out of me having social media is that I get recommendations about things, and so I'm like, oh yeah, you can read that for the pod.
I actually just saw, I think because I posted a TikTok like I don't know, a few days ago or a week ago, so I had it downloaded for like a day or two. Yes. And I saw a like book recommendation TikTok and I screenshotted a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to add them to our list cuz I had little descriptions of them, and so any of them that I feel like we might like together, I'm going to put on there cuz
that's so smart.
They were kind of different, like
yeah, okay. Wait, yay, love that. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So I'm contributing soon.
I'm contributing.
But I guess like the extraordinary disappointments of Leopold Berry, that was like from me.
Yeah, like you asked for that one. Yeah. And you also asked for Door of No Return. And so there have been some that have just been mostly you.
True. Yeah. That's true. But like, yeah, I don't know. I like that we kind of like pick them together in a way.
Me too. Though. Yeah, like sometimes I think I'm like we should not definitely, but sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe it would be like more beneficial for like
you pick one, then I pick one.
From like a Laura list, and then like February pick from a Danielle list. So which could be something that we do in the future, but also I'm like I feel like we're kind of low key already sharing the wealth enough, but like it could be like fun to like actually like have it be like, oh, in this month's a Danielle pick, so she picked like a Danielle book, and like
that's true.
We could for sure do that.
Then we could like, I mean, a lot of these have been either on your TBR or on my TBR, but we could more specifically choose something, and I can just be like, I want to read it, you better enjoy it, and you can be like, I've been wanting to read this, here you go, you know, like
yes. I feel like that because like one of the things about our current potential reading or book club pick like list that we have, it's just like sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I think this is something that maybe Laura would like and maybe I would like, and then it turns out to be like The Bear and the Nightingale, and we're like, well, no, that's not quite.
So maybe we should both write more on their things that you like, you are interested in, and I know I'm interested in. Yes. And then sometimes we can just, you pick yours and then I'll pick mine. Yes. And sometimes we can like co-look and like kind of choose from like each other's.
Switch each month, where like 1 month it could be me, 1 month it could be you, next month it could be both, and then like that feels like we're getting a better distribution of like genres and things that we're used to reading, and probably we could get better conversations out of them sometimes.
Maybe. And actually it might be easier for us to pick because then it's just like one person's job for that month, and you don't have to consult.
True.
And we don't have to like feel like we're both agreeing, or we're both have the same amount of interest in this, you know.
That is so true. Yeah, because like
easy.
Yeah, you're right. I mean. You're right. Yeah. Wait, okay.
Wait, are we doing this
fun.
Year 3?
I think we should do that. Year 3! Yes, literally. Wait, literally. Now it's like Year 3 is like required reading year, where it's like it's like we're treating this like an English class.
Like, what is on your list and what do you need to read and analyze?
Yes. I love that.
Big things coming.
Big things coming, you guys. I guess that should lead us to then like maybe a nice fun what's to come question. So like what are you hoping to happen for Year 3 of the pod?
I would say, given this little like discussion that we've just had, I would love to read a book that is adult people having conversations and having life that's like like a Danielle book. You know,
I'm like, that's all I do.
Right. And be like, and then I want to like get it, you know?
Okay.
I would love to at some point read a book that's like very you genre, and me be like, all right, like I get it, you know? And then I would also
that.
like to have some sort of quintessentially Laura book that you are like, I get it.
Yes. Wait, I love that. Because, okay, one thing I feel like would be so important for me is to find a middle grade book that, like, I am like, yeah. And, like, because my thing with middle grade, there are little, for me, I'm like, there are little gems out there where it's like, Are You There, Goddess Be Margaret? Where I'm like, this is timeless classic. No matter what age you are, you'll love it. But for the most part, I just don't read middle grade because I'm like, well, it's gonna be like for a 12-year-old audience or something. And like, I feel like that's just like, I'm too past my prime of that to enjoy it. But I agree, like, with you in the way where I want to be able to enjoy it in the way you enjoy it, just because like I like there's purpose for it, and I want to be able to connect with like my childlike self.
And I was also thinking maybe like for like a very me pick, maybe something on the more sci-fi fantasy side, maybe YA, or maybe middle grade, or maybe YA, maybe adult fiction, but it would probably be more likely
that's what I was thinking
with
like, I don't know why, but for like a Laura pick, the first thing I thought was like that book Star Splitter.
That is a quintessentially
Laura
that
book.
is like a Laura book.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, so what would
you want to have, or what would you want to see in our third year?
Well, a good question. I think my whole thing with this podcast that like maybe I shouldn't be putting so much stock in, but like it just makes me feel so good when it happens, is like I want to read every year like a book where I'm like, yes, that changed my life for a brief moment, or like I'm gonna think about that forever. And I would in my perfect world, I would want you to feel the same about it too. But
okay, that would be good for us to both like
feel equally passionate,
like the way we feel about Six of Crows.
Yes. Oh my god, we're looking for a Six of Crows. That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
Year 3, okay. Six of Crows 2.0. We're finding something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, that would be great to have a new like book that enters like our friendship lore.
I was gonna say, like, we do need, I feel like our friendship lore, our friendship required reading, which is, it's so beautiful, but like is at a bit of like a state where I think it's locked down. Like things have not entered the friendship lore in quite a time, and I do think we need a refresh reading list.
Yeah.
So I would love if that happened. If we had something.
Which I feel like with us picking books that are gonna like maybe be more specifically like at least one of us will be like intensely into, hopefully then it's like all it takes is one more and we're there, you know.
So true. And I think what's so interesting is I kind of, because specifically for you, I find your taste hard to lock down sometimes. Where I'm like,
me too.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Perfect. I was like, is that gonna be insulting? Like, okay, cool, perfect. But yeah, like, I think it would be so interesting to read a book that you like and then hear you talk about all the reasons why you like it. I feel like that would give me better insight to other future recommendations or picks or Laura themed things that I could gather for you. I don't know.
You should finish Shoot the Moon.
I know. I saw that I went to Barnes & Noble the other day and I saw that on the shelf and I was like, oh.
This is like the longest running gag of the podcast is like, when will Dan finish Shoot the Moon?
Finish that? Great question. And if you asked for it on the podcast, I'd have to lock in and read it. Yeah. I thought of that too when you mentioned Door of No Return. Because like you were like, we're reading it.
Yeah.
Like you were like, like you've been saying you've been gonna read it for years, and now we're gonna read it, and you put me, you gave me no choice, and I really enjoyed it.
So can we have rereads then?
Yes,
on the podcast?
That's another thing that I kind of wanted to say I anticipated or wanted for the next year. I would love to bring in rereads of any sort, like books we've already read or books one of us have read.
Maybe Shoot the Moon might be coming up in year 3 then.
I feel like that could be a really fun like summer and fall book.
Yeah.
So thoughts? Okay, I'd be down because I enjoyed it, Laura. Here's the thing, I enjoyed it. It was
How much have you read?
I got to maybe 40%, I think. Okay, so I got pretty far, but it was one of those books where like I was listening to the audiobook because I didn't have the physical, which I just get the physical, and I loved the audiobook, but it was too sciencey to the point where I was like, I think I need to lock in better. Because I was listening at work, and I was like, I kept going back to repeat things. And I was like, I'm just going to like read this at a time where I feel like I can concentrate easier. And then it just, once I put the book down, I just kept forgetting to pick it back up. So that was a me problem. But if I read it for the podcast, then I have to put myself in positions where I can focus. Right. So there you go. Good to know. now I'm like, you know what, also this will be nice is then if the months that were like I'm picking books, I can pick books that I already have on my shelf, because sometimes it's hard to get them from the library, just because there's a billion people here, so that could be good, just for my own logistics. That's true. I guess that's something for me to think about, is like, maybe I'll have to give you, instead of being like, we're reading this, I'll have to give you a list of like 3 that I really want to read, and then you can tell me which one your library has.
Or just like, if you tell me enough in advance, like I should be able to get it.
That's true.
It's just those times where we're picking like the day before and that we have to announce it, and it's like my copy won't come in for 3 weeks.
It's true. or like we're stuck between picking from like the next Shakespeare or like Poop from the Butt, and we're like, I guess we'll go with Poop from the Butt.
Like that's definitely what we've experienced in the past few times.
3, and then I can think of that where I'm like, well, okay, we'll go with this one and see if we like it.
Yeah. But the good thing is, like, I feel like we always have an interesting episode. So
I know, like, it's like, because that's what makes it good. It's like there's so many books that I don't think I get the full. I there's so many books I read that I feel like I'm maybe not getting the full experience of, because I'm just reading it and I have no one to talk to about it, or I don't do anything with it. Like, I don't write. Sometimes I'll write like a really good Goodreads review, or like write in my diary about it or something. But like otherwise, so many times I'm like, ooh, I just like read a book and there's nowhere for all of it to go.
Right.
And so no matter what, I'm finishing the books for this podcast, whether I like it or I don't like it, and then I'm talking to you about my thoughts. And I feel like it's making me a better reader.
True.
Which is important. That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I agree. Good conversations.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this up, because I feel like it's like midnight or something for you.
I feel like we should end this, because you guys, the listeners, don't know, but we just had a whole yap that we are gonna cut, because it was just like a little more personal.
Yeah, we debriefed quite hard. Wait, that felt really good though.
It did.
Sorry guys.
So we might keep talking, but we should end the episode.
Probably.
Okay. Well, okay, everyone, thanks for listening to Read the Last Page, and thanks for listening to our first yap in a while.
Yes.
Our music and illustrations were created by the talented Sesh Timothy.
If you don't know our schedule yet, we host the book club episode once a month. So this month we are reading Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. So if you want to join, I can see you looking around for your book. Yes. If you want to join us for our spoiler-filled discussion of that book, make sure you pick it up if you haven't already. And you can look out for that episode on the first Friday of June.
Before we get to the last page, though, we want to say thanks for listening. You can find us on your podcast platform of choice, or if you'd rather watch your podcast, you can find us on YouTube at Read the Last Page. And for now, we want to say bye from B
and Zan.
Bye. Oh, and Nelly, bye.